Hey, it's me, Wendy V, and I am a coach for entrepreneurs who have a socially conscious mission through their business or their nonprofit. I'm here to help you understand your population of focus. This is a really important concept that you can use for any kind of strategic planning. If you are getting ready to start a new business, launch a new product, program, service, or write a grant, you can use the concept of population of focus so you can better understand who you are trying to serve and what it is that they need. The reason you need to know this is because when you are doing impact based work, a lot of the times we're serving others and we want to make sure that we are serving in the best way possible. We're being efficient and we're being effective with our time and energy and our resources in order to serve more people. So, really understanding your population in depth is important. And it's the first place to start before you can start understanding what it is that this group needs from you, the person who is serving them. So I'm hoping that in the learning that you'll take away from a recent training I did for my community, you will be able to understand this concept of population of focus better, and you'll be able to apply it to your work so that you can grow your impact and you can serve more people. Finding your people. This is the bulk of the conversation today. And finding your people is not always easy. I know even for me, it takes me a lot of effort to find my people. I have to keep looking on multiple platforms and try to find the right people with the right value set. And they fit into a certain set of criteria that I'm looking for. And I don't serve only these people. Obviously, I serve more than these people, but these are the folks that I like to serve who typically I know that they will benefit from my offerings. And these fall into my population of focus. So if each individual person that I'm focusing on is unique, how do I then find a group of them, right? And that's the hard part for a lot of us. We know that each of us have different individual life circumstances, experiences, and those may look different according to where we live, even the geography of the geographic location of where we live or we're serving. So population of focus has a lot of different definitions, and we're going to go over a few of them. It's a population group or common factor that defines all of these people who you're serving. So you might think of it as the lowest common denominator of this group of who you are serving. They usually, it's a way that you can describe them as a short phrase or a characteristic or some sort of attribute. And they're the people who will benefit from the transformation that you're creating. Now, like I said, the population of focus could also be the people who you are trying to get money from in order to serve your population that you're serving. So there's a lot of different ways to think about this, and we'll talk a little bit more about the second part, the client or the donor part in a second. So the population who's benefiting in the population of focus is usually who a grantor or someone with funding will ask you to describe. They'll say, who is this group? How do we know that you're going to serve this group and that you're equipped to serve this group? Back to the who are these people? So this part is going to be really quick because we're going to jump into workshop with the live folks in this workshop. And I'm going to keep this quick because this is really up to you to figure out. This is your homework. How do you define the people and how are they connected? We talked a little bit about the lowest common denominator of how folks are connected, how you describe them, how you say they're part of this population or not. And the really long list of things here. This isn't a short list, but these are options. So you don't have to describe them in all of these ways. But demographic information, location, gender, ethnicity, their educational attainment or level of education, employment or employment status or employment sector even, any common problems or challenges that they've experienced, their current situation, anything they're going through right now, and the things that they like, they dislike, or their general preferences. So these are ways to define the population that you're talking about. And you can choose any one. There's no wrong answer, but you need to dig in and dig in and dig in. And I'll show you a few examples of why it's important not to end here. These are the high level, at a minimum, understand what it looks like for you to serve to these traits or these common denominators. But if you are really going to get good at your marketing or your services or whatever it is that really connects you to this population, you're going to have to dig a little bit deeper. So let's dig in And the first question, if you're going to discover this for yourself, who are you serving? You have to understand, well, what services are you providing and how are you serving these people? And what transformation are you, or results are you consistently getting? So the results is a really important part, because you want to make sure that what you're doing works for this population. So you don't want to do something for this population that isn't what they need, isn't how they prefer to receive the service, or isn't something that they connect to. So for example, if these are clients and you are saying providing a paid service, this is really important, because you're guaranteeing the clients that they are going to be getting this type of transformation. You want to consistently promise a transformation for these clients. So going back to my woman with the face cream, I am providing a product to this person, and I'm saying that if you use it over time, you will see improvement in wrinkles, skin quality, reduction in sunspots, all of those things. But in order to know who I'm serving, I have to be able to promise this outcome to this group, right? And so if I'm promising it to men, that might be one thing, but I'm choosing my population. So if I'm choosing my population and I'm choosing to do my marketing to this population, and I choose women, my marketing is going to be different. My talk about the transformation is going to be different. The words I use about my transformation is going to be different. So it's really important to know who you serve, how do you serve them, and what is the consistent transformation you're promising for this group. And 3 ways that you can be successful in doing this. You have to be ready to make the commitment necessary to serve this group. You have to be willing to do the work, and you have to be able to do what is required so you can get that transformation. So ready, willing, and able are 3 parts of how do you make sure you're ready to serve this population and actually get those results.